guys are having a great day. I won't be before you long. I just wanted to come on quick and I wanted to talk about how you can nourish your week without feeling overwhelmed. And what I'm talking about is meal prepping. So if this is you, then I pray that this video will help you. A little bit about me, especially if you're new to cultivating inner beauty. I'm Ashley Thompson, holistic beauty nutritionist, and I talk about how to nourish your temple the way that God intended. And so on my channel, I talk faith, a lot of faith, because that's the only way that a lot of times it's your mindset. And so I talk a lot on faith and really including God into every area of your life, whether it's hair related, skincare related, or just dealing with nutrition. But God wants to be in every area, including what I'm going to talk about today, which is meal prepping. And so, if you do not know, if you're new to my channel, then I'm also a mother. I'm a mother to a wonderful, lovely 9-month-old boy, baby boy. He's just a great joy in my life. And I am busy. And so I was doing like meal prepping before, but now, especially, I'm just getting back into meal prepping. And it's just so great. It's great to meal plan because it's not only it saves a lot of headache throughout the week, but it helps you to meet a lot of your health goals. If for some people you may be trying to lose weight, so when you set your goals and do meal prepping, then that actually helps you to meet a lot of your goals. And so it's helpful when it comes to that. That's one of the ways that I was able to like shed a lot of my postpartum weight. It was through meal prepping along with making sure I moved my body, but keeping me focused with my goals, that really helped me a lot. Meal prepping, it also helps when it comes to saving money. um, you're spending your money with getting diapers and everything, and this is one of the best ways when it comes to saving money is through meal prepping. And it also saves a lot of time as well throughout your week. So some of my goals right now, not so much to like lose weight, but I just want to like just maintain my current like my weight and everything. And so that has been like my main focus. What about you? What are some of your goals? So yeah, some of my goals it is just to maintain my current weight right now and just to stay consistent with that. But another thing when it comes to meal prepping, it saves a lot of time. So if you're a busy mom and everything, then meal prepping will save a lot of time. So thank you guys for joining in. Thank you. And I am going to go ahead and get into today's message. Give me 1 second. Okay, so the first thing when it comes to meal prepping, the first thing that you want to do is focus on you just want to focus on your main content. And the best way when it comes to focusing on your meal prepping is that you just want to focus on 3 things, which is your protein, your fiber, and healthy fat. So a lot of times we think that a lot of times we think that meal prepping is like so hard to focus on, but meal prepping is actually it doesn't require a lot of work. So if you just focus on those three things, then that will help you a lot. So as you're planning out your week, just focus on like, what do I want to make? Like, is it like chicken? Then you could get chicken for the week. And then for your fibers, you want to focus on like a lot of your veggies. And like when it comes to your healthy fats, and that's like your oils, like your avocado oil, olive oil, just things like that, something light and fresh. And that's what you could do during your week. Now, for me, when I'm meal prepping, um, what I like to do, I like to prep up to Wednesday, because I like to change out a lot of my meals. And so when I do that, then I focus on like another meal throughout the week. And this helps me to like keep changing it up. And so one thing that I like to do is I like to plan on Sundays, and then I jot down my meals, and then it just helps me to stay focused throughout the week. So I do that, and then I start like very small. So one idea that I'll share with you, especially if you're busy throughout the week, is that you could do a veggie bowl. So one of the things that I did for this week is I created like some power bowls, and so I wanted to take a break from meat, and so I did like this quinoa mixed with what else? Quinoa mixed with sweet potatoes and some mixed vegetables, bell peppers, and onions. And that was like my lunch for this week, along with a smoothie. And that's helps me to stay focused with my protein, and it just helps me to not be overwhelmed with being in the kitchen. And so that's one idea, as well as smoothie bags. And so as you go to the grocery store, you could go in the freezer section and get yourself some smoothies. You could also make them at home. I like to use protein powder in my smoothies and mix with some frozen fruit, and I have those, and then it helps me um, meet my protein during the week. So I have that like maybe as a snack or something in addition to my lunch. But that's just like one quick thing that you all could do throughout the week. Another thing that's very helpful, especially if you're busy, is to buy like shortcut um, meals from the grocery store. So what I mean by that is a lot of your pre-cooked or your pre-cut vegetables that you get from the freezer section, you could get that instead of uh, even though the best way is to get your vegetables in the front of the grocery store. But if you say you don't have a lot of time, then you could go ahead to the freezer section and get those pre-cut and pre-cooked veggies as well. And you could just warm that up and have that throughout your week, as well as getting like the rotisserie chicken from the grocery store. And you could make like a chicken salad, or just think of different meals that you can make, and that's going to help you save a lot of time as well. So that is my encouragement for this week. Um, just to let you know that meal prepping doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to spend a lot of time on it. And if you need help with like inspiration, like what am I going to cook for this week, as you're scrolling today on your social media, then try to look at like different meals and get ideas. And maybe your planning day isn't like on a Saturday or a Sunday, but as you're scrolling and you get an idea for a meal, then you could just jot that down in your planner, and then later on as you begin to cook those meals, you already have your plan for that following week. So I pray that this helped. Let me know in the comments what are some meals that you plan to do, and I plan to get on live more. So if you have like any questions or anything, then share that as well. Okay, guys? All right. I will talk to you later.